Alright, so we're nearing the end of this not as exciting level as a couple of the others. So I'm going to be switching back to Padme here. She outputs damage quicker. Just gonna... The objective here is to destroy all the droids and the rat bird-looking things. I forget what the race is called. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to line up behind this pole, and as you can see, that droideka to the left is confused. He's not hitting me right now. He can't hit me because I'm hidden behind it. And I can just take down all these. Usually what you do is you destroy the 2 droidekas, then you use the force. I'm not doing that though. Because, you know, why waste your time with things? Alright, Jedi battle. Alright, this one's very confusing to explain. And it's something sometimes I don't even understand what I'm doing. I just kind of improv a lot of this mission because it can be very random. So I'm going to be playing as Mace Windu for this beginning part. Mace Windu has very slow attack speed, so I'm going to be just deflecting all the bullets from droidekas, from droids, everything else. And sometimes I'll intentionally die because you get given iframes, and as soon as you spawn back in, everything shoots you at once. So if you just hold down reflect, you reflect every single bullet back at all of them. So you might see me intentionally die a few times. But as you can see, droidekas have shields, so the best way to get rid of shields is ground pounding. So that's 1, that's 2, and now I just deflect from here. So ready, I die, I deflect them all. And sometimes I will swing at like a few of them. There is one funny trick I'm going to be doing here though, but it's not quite yet. Alright, so on this last one here, I've got to be careful of the explosive devices because I'm actually going to be using one of them later in this mission. Alright, so there's this little pillar here. I'm just going to run around once, and this hopefully should at least destroy 2 droidekas. As you can see, all the droidekas have rocked up, which is good. So I'm now just going to set off the explosive. Oh, destroy 3, that's good. That was actually pretty good. Alright, so now I'm going to be switching to Padme. She outputs damage a lot quicker for this next part. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm just looking out for the red droids right now. And sometimes they just don't show. I'll just keep running and they just don't spawn. Sometimes they're to my left. So I have this little format. I like to run over to the right until I get to about the last droid. Yeah, and he should be to my left. I know my system isn't working. Oh, there he is. I need to get more heart pieces though. Alright, cool, cool. So now we're looking out for the red droids and the blue guys. They take 2 hits, I believe. I'm actually glad I died because I want to have lots of health going into this last part. You're going to see, guys, the like hardest speedrun trick so far in this showcase. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be genuinely shocked. You're going to go home, you're going to be sitting there really thinking about how I pulled off this next trick coming up. Like, prepare yourselves. Like, sometimes I even wake up in sweats just thinking about this next trick coming up. Whenever I get to it, I'm just taking forever to find this last droid. Alright, cool. Alright. So here comes the most insane speedrun trick of all time. This took me, let's say, about 9.5 years to master. So what we're going to do is we're going to run straight. And that's pretty much it, really. Thank you, God. Like, I ended up meeting a monk and, you know, finding peace and stuff. And, you know, inner self peace to be able to master this trick, you know. Years and years of practice. Alright, so we're coming up to the second last auto-scroller, a Gunship Cavalry. I actually like this one, it's a lot more fun compared to the first one. Alright, so this one's a lot more different compared to the Complete Saga. In the Complete Saga, I know me and Raikou did a run of this. I don't know if he's somewhere around the crowd or not, but we did a cooperative run together of the Complete Saga. You'd have to, like, latch onto explosives and then drag them over to destroy things. It's a lot easier in this version. There are a few, like, gameplay differences you will notice compared to the Complete Saga. I think there's an entirely new mission, actually, in this episode as well. I'm trying not to shoot too much because the game developers didn't really balance their sound very well. The gunshots are really loud, so I'm trying to avoid shooting as much as I can, because it actually just gives me a headache in general. But yeah, if anyone is actually eager to learn this game or to pick it up, like I said during Liquid's run for Simpsons Speedrun, speedrun.com is definitely the website to go to for pretty much all video games besides games like Halo and GoldenEye. You'll pretty much find guides, world records, leaderboards, people live, statistics, everything on that website. So if you want to pick up this game, plenty of resources out there to learn this game. That's how I learned this game. And like the community is very open arms. They love to help out new runners. So right now I'm just going through and just destroying all these little lasers here, and then destroying these blue. I forget what they call, like power column things. I don't know. Cool. Yo, do you have a second GameCube controller? I want to try this trick. I've actually never done it because I don't own two GameCube controllers. I'm going to just try it now. Try and wing it. If Mikami can find it, I will do it. I'll give it a go. That should be... yeah, that's fine. I'll give it a go. Alright guys, so I'm going to completely wing this. Oh god, where is it? There we go. Alright, so I was not prepared to do this, but then I just thought then, wait, Mikami has this controller here. Maybe I'll give this trick a try. Never practiced, never learned it before. But hopefully I can do it. But I'll improv in case. It's a two-player, one controller trick. So, if I can access the start button here. Alright, cool. Let's give this a go now. Oh, wait. Did that work? Let's try it again. Alright, so I'll at least destroy these dudes first before we get into it. Let's try it again. Did I get it? Oh, bummer. I'm not going to be able to do it. I think the trick didn't work. Pretty much what we do there is you can actually stand on the ground floor and you can activate both of the pillars from the ground floor with the force. I don't know why they allowed it. Yeah, it's very strange. I tried to do it. I've never practiced it before, so obviously I don't know what I was doing there. And Mikami's controller was still like wrapped up and stuff, so I couldn't even reach the buttons. No, it's not your fault. I just tried to wing it. Oh, so one of them was done, but the other one was... that's weird. Usually it would go back up. Okay. I really don't understand that trick at all. It's all good. There's a few places where you can actually do 2 players, 1 controller. The world record holder does it at least, like, I think 6 different occasions. But I don't do it because I'm poor and don't own 2 controllers. So there's a bit of RNG here. You can choose 3 different places to choose what explosive devices to pull away. He's picking the worst and slowest ones. Very common. People want to know what RNG stands for. It's probably been explained like 10,000 times. But it stands for Random Number Generator. It's pretty much an intended randomizer built into the game. So the best way to think of it is my luck in a casino with the slots. It's pretty much, it's designed to be random every time, so you don't get the same results. So it's kind of the same intentions put into the game, so the player doesn't experience the same thing every time. And they don't just predict every little step along the way. Mind you, our speedrunners try to RNG manipulate and do everything we can to prevent that, because RNG can, go away. Did anyone ever remember watching this movie and then seeing Yoda come out? I just thought it was the most insane thing. He did 10 million flips. He's an old frail dude. And he's just flipping around. Did not expect it at all. So here I'm just going to be looping him. Because he has iframes obviously, so I have to time my jump slashes just right. Mikami go? I should give him back his controller. Oh, well, in a minute. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to be saving again. Then resetting the console to skip the cutscene. It saves, I believe, about 13 seconds? I believe it's about between 13 to 20 seconds. Alright, so we're at the last episode now, The Phantom Menace. Probably the most memed Star Wars movie out of all of them. The greatest reviewed movie of all time as well. We've already done negotiations at the start of the run, so we just skip that one, go to Invasion of Naboo. I want to get a pizza. Oh. Pizza sounds good, actually. Just start sponsoring pizza companies and stuff.
No, Lacy's Pizza.
Oh, right. Alright, so we're just skipping killing those droids there. We're just going to run around to the side. There's this group here that I have to destroy. Just a simple ground pound. Alright, so now we're going to be meeting the greatest Star Wars character of all time. If anyone disagrees, you're clearly delusional. He's so funny and amazing in every way. He's the Sith Lord. Have you seen the conspiracy theories on this guy? They actually think he's a Sith Lord. He uses his eyes to, manipulate all the events that happen. And he secretly wanted the Chancellor to be in charge and be the Emperor. Oh, spoilers. Whoops. Should look it up. Look up Jar Jar Binks as a Sith Lord. It's really good. People have made cover arts and everything of him. The ability of Jar Jar is he can jump a lot higher. Clearly he could be in the Olympics if he wanted to be. He jumped very high. So here, usually you're meant to use Jar Jar, but if you do your jumps just... damn it. Precisely enough, he can jump across all of them. I did not know what's happening in Jar Jar. He keeps dying over and over. You can hear him going, ah! There he is. Unfortunately, that was a little mistake on my end, but it's not too... Oh my... I say that as I make the mistake, right. Hey, as long as I beat my estimate, I'm happy. I'm on 1 health, so we get to see what everyone's been praying for, Jar Jar to like disappear. Just for a few seconds. This is a very simple mission, I'm just running through it. Just trying to skip and not die too much. Alright, cool. See, it's secretly Jar Jar that's controlling him. Alright, escape from the boo. This is just another quick semi, like pretty much just glitchless playthrough. Again, I'm just going to try and do it as efficiently as possible. Alright, we'll make this fun for this mission because there's not a lot happening. Every death that happens, I'll donate $10. So, we'll see how that goes. I will either have money in my wallet or I will have none. I usually... Being able to do this deathless is pretty good. I usually don't. If I go deathless here, there's one other spot I'll try that little donation idea, make it more interesting. So I'm actually shooting the little target there, just from a further distance. I used to run down the left and do all the little things down there, but you can actually just jump straight down here. It's just one little trick we're going to be doing here. So we're going to just clear out all these droids here. And kind of like in Defense of Kashyyyk, we're going to be doing a little trick shot here. So we're going to be going 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed the last shot. It's all good. Cool. Usually you jump down and then you shoot the last platform, but I actually missed it, unfortunately. This is where I usually die. I'm only on 2 health, so good chance I will. Oh, on 1 health. Ah, $10. I was like literally a centimeter away from finishing as well. Oh, well, pretty good. That's a good cause. I don't mind.
Roger, roger.
Alright, so we're coming out to the final auto-scroller in the next mission, the pod race. Pod race is really fun though. And I'm hoping I won't die. So I'm at $10 so far. Alright, every death in this mission, I will donate $10 again. So if I die, and in fact, I'll even include, there's this one spot where I can die and it's completely out of my control. I will still add that into it as well. Oh, cool, we got a donation? Cool, yeah, when you're ready.
Alright, we have $20 from Ricky saying good luck, Saiyanz.
Oh, thank you, Ricky. Cool, alrighty. So yeah, obviously we've got to do this pod race here to be able to buy this little part for our ship. It's got the next two missions after this. These ones are definitely the hardest and probably the coolest to show off. Just some cool little tricks coming up after this level. Sorry about the noise. It's really intensive at the start. Obviously, hitting the boosters is important if I want to do this at the most optimal speed possible. Nearly missed that booster then. There's this one lap in this particular area where it gets really chaotic, and I'm debating between two strats I know. Both are as dangerous as each other. I'm thinking I'm going to do the riskier one. About to die here. I don't want to die because it takes me back to the last checkpoint, which is wastes a lot of time. Alright, well we've made it through anyways. Alright, so here comes this really stupid part of the game, which they didn't clearly do correctly. This is where RNG comes into play here. I'm either going to die or not die. It's basically a coin flip, heads or tails pretty much here. You just can all take your bet if I'm going to live or die. For some reason this rock right here that's falling down falls right in front of me. And I died. Not my fault at all. Like I said before, it's just up to the game. It will just randomly decide if it wants to fall early. I do not know why they did that. It makes no sense. You can do this at maximum speed, but you still die. So it's like probably the dumbest part about the game. And it's like obviously the big run killer, especially if you're a top runner. Alright, see if it happens again. Oh no, just once. So I'm at $20 so far. There's one more level I want to do that incentive for, because I really want to challenge myself to not die too much. Okay, so we're coming up to the third and final lap. This lap's pretty scary. Not in this screen, but in the next one. I've been known to die here none, or sometimes 10. So, we'll see how I go. Hopefully I won't screw up. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm gonna go for the riskiest strat here. I'm gonna go to my far right, hold left. I died. Alright, so I'm at 30 now. Let's try that once more, and if not, I will do the other strat. That's a little bit easier. Alright. Oh my god. Alright, I'll just do the easier strat now. Which, it looks scarier though. Just through here. I'm a little bit worried that because I missed boosters, I'm not going to make it to the finishing lap in time. So this is going to be really close. This will be down to like the final second if I make this. I have a strong feeling I'm not going to make it though. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jesus Christ. God. That was close. If you miss any of these boosters, you fail this mission. Even then, look how close it is. Like, you almost fail it anyways at maximum speed. Like, you could be in the lead, but if you don't make it there in time, it says that the other person won the race. Yeah, he's just like, yeah. 500, bang. He just gets mobbed on his way back. Poor guy. See, Jar Jar fixed that with his force powers. Like, we know it's true. Don't deny it to yourself. Alright, retake feed. To me, this has got the hardest trick in the game. There's another trick that I don't do here, because it can soft-lock your game if you don't do it correctly. And I would not risk it in a marathon run. But there's like a little trick we're going to do at the start here. There's 2 little explosive devices. We're going to wedge R2-D2 in between them, and it's going to like pull us up higher. And then we're going to skip doing a whole bunch of gimmicks and destroying all the droids in the area. Alright, so here we go. So we switched to R2. And then we're going to head just... Instead of doing all the gimmicks over there, I'm just going to head over here instead. I'm just going to wedge myself up here. On this little like lip. And then I'm going to land on that. And I'm going to land on that. Which skips a lot of stuff I'd have to do around here. Like, you'd have to destroy all the droids, because they'd interrupt you trying to use your force powers. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff you got to do. So we have to use the force because we have to get everyone across. And then I'm going to switch to Padme because she has the fastest output. Now the trick here is we're going to try and destroy both of these droidicas before they get their shields out. That's 1. That's 2. Cool. Alright, so that saves us a little bit of time. Because if they got their shields out, I'd have to then switch to a Jedi because the Jedis have the ability to destroy the shields. Alright, so in this next trick, I'm going to be doing the out of bounds thing like usual. But there's a lot more setup I have to do to be able to get out of bounds. So I'm just going to really try to focus here because it's pretty tricky. And I can also randomly die midway through this glitch as well. It's happened to me 3 times in the last week, so fingers crossed it doesn't happen now. This is probably the hardest trick in the game though. Alright, it's alright. It's really hard to see what you're doing. Alright, so I'm out of bounds. Alright, now I'm trying to get inside the pillar. Yeah. Which is also very difficult. Alright, so I'm inside the pillar. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fall down and then land... and then I'm going to try and land back on the pathway again. There we go, we're in. Cool. Let's see if we die first before we get excited here. I'm okay, cool. Alright, so I'm out of bounds right now. It saves me doing all the stuff around this area too. So, I'm just going to get pushed a little bit down with this little garden thing. And I died. Great. That rarely happens, but it happened then. It's alright, I'll just do the glitch again. I got it straight away, which is good. There's like a really thin platform once you get up there, and I must have fallen off the edge. Gotta try and not die here. That lost me like 20 seconds. That's really not that bad. Alright, cool. Oh, what am I doing? There's more people over here. Sometimes Qui-Gon doesn't cooperate very well here, so fingers crossed it works out. Alright, so we're coming up to the last part here. I'm going to be doing a few little platforming tricks. I'm going to be attempting it anyways. I have not been successful at all lately with it. But yeah, we're just going to be skipping using the force in certain platforms, if I can perform them all correctly. So let's see how we go with this anyway. So I'm going to be jumping up this explosive device here, onto this platform here, and doing a 180 turn but not moving. Turning around there. That's the first droid down. Then this is the tricky part. Platforming over to... Oh, I'm going to try it again. Because it's a marathon. Oh, no, I can't get it. It's a very precise... And then you jump up a couple other little pillars, and then you've got to like do like a near pixel perfect jump as well. This loses like... If you make the mistake, you lose like, I think, 10 seconds? About 10 seconds, roughly. Alright, cool. We're nearly done with this mission though, we're right at the end now. Alright, so, I'm going to be, instead of doing the usual platforming that you would do, I'm going to just run on this. Go up here and here, and that just skips doing a bit of extra force platforming stuff. And now I've got to find R2-D2, and then the mission's done, and then we're on the final one. Wow, what a crowd. Thank you everyone for coming out. If you guys ever do want to donate to Child's Play, there's a little donation box over to the left there. If anyone on stream, scroll down a little bit, you'll see a little donation panel as well. But here we go, final mission, Darth Maul. He's a very cool looking villain, very dull villain at the same time. He doesn't talk very much or have much to say. This has got the newest trick in the run. This is what helped me get my goal time in this game, which was sub 110, an hour and 10 minutes. Usually in this version, or what you would normally do glitchless is you would destroy the droids, then force back whatever he forces at you, like an explosive device. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to do this. If I can get it. It's very precise, though. Takes about usually an average of 5 tries. Everyone walking by the booth like, ugh, this guy just keeps dying repetitively. What is he doing? It's all part of what I planned. Alright, there we are. So it's okay that I died there. It's alright, because it respawns me back up here. And then I've got to make this really big jump to the next platform, which is also very pixel precise. Alright, that should make it. No, it shouldn't. I'm such a liar. Might as well make clickbait content whilst I'm at it as well. Come on. Alright, made it. Cool. Alright, wicked. That's one of the hardest tricks in the game, to be honest. So I'm really glad I got past that now anyways. There's one more out of bounds trick we're going to be doing. And yeah, and then we're going to be pretty much done with the game after that. I'm not going to be forcing these platforms all the way out because that's just wasting time. I'm only going to force them halfway out and then make it across before they close back in. This, oh god, I left that a little late. So how much am I at now? 40 or 50? Anyone keeping count? Tally? I think it's 40, yeah. Alright. So for every death that happens in this screen, I'll donate $10 again. I average about 2 to 3, so we'll see how I go. I've seen people like the world record holder can get through this like without any deaths at all. Mind you, he would have 4 hearts. I've only got 2, so I'm pretty much confirmed the death here. So what we're going to do is, you can see there's those 2 like head officer droids. We're going to get rid of them first, because if you don't and you keep destroying these droids, they infinitely spawn. So if we get rid of this guy first, he can stop them from spawning, because he calls the droids in. So now I'm going to take my first death here, so I'm now at 50. I've got iframes, so I'm not taking hits right now. But now I'm taking hits. Alright. So now I've just got to, I don't know, just go full matrix and try and avoid getting hit here. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. As you can see, that one droideka to the left is slightly outplaced. I think that was just an error that they made. I don't know if that was intentional. I've done that so many times that I don't like to admit. If I ground pounded straight away without landing on that platform, it would have like ground pounded. Oh god, did that platform? Oh, I thought that platform came out then. Yeah, if I ground pounded that right droideka straight away, I would have like hit him and then slid off the platform. I don't know why that platform didn't come out then. Alright, here comes the last out of bounds. This is one of the hardest ones to pull off. Not the hardest, but one of them. It's got it's a hard reference to follow. Alright, cool, got it. Alrighty. So we're just going to admire the textures here. And admire my reflection above me, the little lightsaber. Alright, cool, final boss. Which is really the first boss, but I did it in reverse order. Everyone's probably scratching their heads that weren't here from the beginning, like, why is he fighting Darth Maul last? It's saves between 20 to 40 seconds. I love Duel of Fates. It's probably my favorite song in the whole Star Wars soundtrack. It's a bummer though. This version doesn't have like the opera singing and stuff. Alright, so for this last part, you just pretty much block whatever he attacks with, switch characters and then hit him. Alright, so tech team, get ready on time. I will give you a 3, 2, 1 on that. Alright, so here's the last half. Softy, you ready on time, mate?
Ready on time.
I'll just wait an extra round just to make sure they're ready. Alright, 3, 2, 1, time. Cool, wicked. Thank you everyone, appreciate it. Thank you Astrius and everyone from PAX for having me here. Yeah, if you want to check out more of this stuff, speedrun.com. This is my last run. I'm not going to be running this game anymore after today. I'm moving on to different games. But feel free to check out the community. Yeah, and you can find their Discord channels. There's other games. There's like Lego Harry Potter, Lego Lord of the Rings. You can find it all on speedrun.com. Yeah, thank you everyone for having me on. And enjoy your time at PAX, guys.